Hi guys, this is the second part of the color wheel. In this video, I'm going to show you how we can create different tints, tones, and shades out of our primary, secondary, and tertiary colors. This is the color wheel we created first, okay? You put here a second artboard with squares that you filled with the primary colors of the CMYK or the subtractive color mode. Then we created the secondary colors out of the combination of the primary and the tertiary out of the combination of the primary with the secondary colors. We put all these colors in our color wheel, and what I've added to the same document are 3 more artboards, and I duplicated the same color wheel and I just put the titles here: tints, tones, and shades. So let me show you how we are going to create this. I have here the explanation of the previous video that I did about hue, tint, tone, and shade. If you haven't watched that, I recommend you to watch it first before you start this activity. Let's get started. First, I am going to duplicate this square that has cyan hue. And as we know, tint is when we combine one hue with white. So basically what I'll create here in this color wheel are different combinations of my hue with white, so I can see different levels of tints. I'm going to duplicate this square and we are going to use the blend tool. This is a really cool tool that I really like. We are going to learn all about this in next assignments. For now, we are just going to learn how to use it, very basic, to create our different combinations for the color wheel. Let's get back to our work. Tint, we said it was one base color with white. So my second color, my second square, I'm going to fill it with white. And I'm going to combine these two. Now, if we take a look at our color wheel, we have the basic color and the last one should be white. So that means that between these two squares or these two colors, I have 1, 2, and 3 different levels. So let's set up our tool for our blend tool first. I'm going to do double click in the tool so I can open the blend options. I'm going to go to the spacing settings and click where it says specified steps. Again, I'll put 3 because these are the spaces that I have between these two colors. And then I'll click OK. Then with my blend tool selected, I'll click in my first shape and then I'll click in the second one, and automatically Illustrator creates the colors for the shapes that are between these two. So the next step will be to select one of these shapes, press I to activate the eyedropper, and click in the second color. I'll press V to open my selection tool, press I, and make a sample of my color. Then the next level, I press I again, and super fast and simple, I have now different tints for my basic color, which was cyan. You're going to do the same with the rest of your color wheel. You don't have to duplicate this again. Since your second square will always be white for this color wheel, then we just need to change the color of the first one. So I'm going to double click so I can enter to the blend, so I can access to the blend shape that we created here. And then I'm going to press I to activate the color picker and click in the second color. So as you can see, the blending changes. I can go back now to my original or to my artboard, select the second shape, press I, and just like that, I'm going to create samples to fill out my color wheel. Okay, And you're going to do it with all this color wheel of tints. What's going to happen with tones? We know that tones is a combination of one basic hue, but this time with gray. So I'm going to duplicate this 8 that I made. I'll start with this one because I already have it selected, but this time the second color I will change it for gray. So I'm going to double click so I can enter to the blend shape. I'll go to my color picker and I'm going to put black at 50% to create gray. And then I'll click OK. And as you can see, now I have different tones. So the procedure will be the same. You pick your shape, press I to activate the color picker, and click in the second color. V for the selection tool, I for the eyedropper, and so on. And like that, you are going to create your tones, your color wheel of tones. Now, in this one, the last color is white, but for this one, the last color is gray. So you have to select that last shape and put it in gray. This level will be completely gray in this color wheel. And for the last one, we are going to duplicate our squares. And shades, if you remember, it's when we combine one hue with black. So I'm going to enter to my blend object, double click in the last square or in the second square, open my color picker, and this time I'm going to put black at 100% and click OK. Now I have shades, and the procedure will be the same. You pick one of these shapes, press I, and you will start putting all those colors in your color wheel. The last one, the last level will be black for all of this. So your result will be one color wheel of tints, one color wheel of tones, and one color wheel of shades. And your basic color wheel, you can just select all of it, go to the shape builder, and so it looks better, I am going to create one complete shape for each one of the levels so it looks better. Now that all your shapes are done, you can just simply sample the colors of the samples you created here first, the primary, the secondary, and the tertiary, or from another color wheel that you have here. So I'm going to do that so we can finish our color wheel. Perfect. Now that you have all done, you have a complete color wheel, a complete work out of color theory, where we learned about primary colors, secondary, tertiary, how to put the values in Illustrator using our color picker and the percentages of cyan, magenta, yellow, and black. And we also created tints, tones, and shades for all of our work. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'm really looking forward to see what you did with your color wheels.